All right, everyone, we have returned. We're refreshed. Coffee Cat is having some tech issues. You saw some camera flickering. However, he is going to stick through it, and while phoning it in, will not be phoning it in the negative sense here. So Drez is with us. Much like her presence, it is much more digital and ethereal. We feel her presence even if we don't see her. So this is ultimate cosplay and role playing here. As as Drez is remote and we don't know where she is, but she's doing stuff. So but you know what? It's not a Friday without tech issues, so at least there's that consistency. As frustrating as it is, but hopefully you'll get it taken care of. And like I said when we were at break, I do appreciate you sticking through it, even though it is a frustrating thing. All right, so we had our first two rolls here. We had the grand announcement. There's this big stadium that EBM, partnered with Petrochem in small text, is building in Night City. It should be done in maybe 5 years or so. That's the projected timeline. Promises to be, beautiful, efficient, filled with all the latest tech. It'll be home to the Night City Nighthawks. And this was a good rallying cry. And while generally the electronic fair is, it could be taken in that direction of being the, exploitative consumerism. Everyone just bought stuff for, Christmas and New Year, and we had all the sales and blowouts. You gotta wet the whistle early, and you gotta tell people that they gotta keep consuming as you unveil the next generation of stuff they just bought at Christmas time 1 month later in January. And while generally that has been the point of the electronic fair, there is this moment of this brought people together. The Gannett Granny was crying tears of joy. A petty thief who had stolen some acrylic mascot signage from one of the independents, even stopped and was cheering alongside other people who presumably weren't thieves, or at least not as overtly as that person was. It had a mix of grumblers, middle managers who were worrying about their jobs. A lot of normal emotion was being shown. This seemingly is another feather in the cap of the resurgence of Night City. As for the past 40 years, it has grown out of an atrocity, and over the past 20 years since the time of the Red, which itself was a very desperate, tragic era. You still do get the bad skies that still happens, but oh yeah, there used to be abundant chickens. Now they're hunted not even for sport. They're hunted for profit, and it's been turned into a mini game.
well, I think in the time of the Red there would have been rad chickens, but
it was a lot more Fallout style 20 years ago. Fallout Night City instead of New Vegas.
Yeah, kind
of. So, this was wonderful. And then countercurrent to that, we come back to our, speaking of birds, our odd duck of Jen Rader, who is the editor-in-chief of Hard on Tech, who was sort of in normal mode. She didn't have all her headset and tech on. She wasn't interviewing people. She was just kind of going around different parts of the convention center looking. And when finally confronted by JP, she very discreetly gave into his charms and admitted that at some point prior to or during dinner or her brief stint in the bathroom, or at least after she went to the big mirror to wash her hands after using the bathroom, she noticed that her media credentials, her convention name tag that would have her picture and a little scanny do and everything, were missing. And so she was trying to very discreetly find it again, both for general concern and also because she was, like almost everyone else in this convention center, was chewed out by the bulldog. Um, and so she super didn't want him to know, but really it's embarrassing, and it could even be ruinous to her own reputation. The tech blog she's been trying so hard to to grow over these past years. It just hit this. She got this invitation because she was finally big enough for it, and then something like this happens. So JP is currently with her, trying to backtrack her steps and look around for her media badge. And word has been sent out now to everyone in this well, I presume soon to be crew. This has been a quite a rigorous time together of what had happened. And now that the big revelation is there, and there's been the joy, and we're getting the details and the promos, people are going to not just draw their attention away to go home or get their last minute buys or pamphlets or whatever else in. The crescendo of the announcement is there. Tensions are still high, a lot of joy, but we need to see what's going to happen. And each of you are going to be doing something to identify, find, solve, or whatever this situation. Because, like a lot of things in Night City, this could become quite dangerous if we're talking about stolen credentials. Remember that the Bulldog and 2 security guards were walking towards the demo stage area in this kind of loose narrative time. They just would have gone out of purview of your cameras, D-Rez. And Kiri, because you were positioned here, catty corner to, we could say that the entrance to the demo stage, could be this corner in this like check-in booth or something. You could even presumably see that the big man was clomp, 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 just stomping his way as he's also looking around. He doesn't need to be charmed by fancy holograms or announcements of stadiums. He's looking for people to take care of who might be ruining or threatening his precious convention center, or in particular the fair that paid very good money to use the convention center. As he's a very no-nonsense person. You have your own rapport with him, Kiri. He would be none too pleased if something were to happen here. So we have Gopher in the demo stage. We have Kiri here at just catty corner to NCOM. And then D-Rez, you're remote, like you're in this back office or something over here, though you do have camera access. And you can position yourself in the media flow. It would flow through you. You can't manipulate the data, but you can like see it pass through you, like as if you were in the presentation of the hologram or whatever. Or you could just watch the cameras in the crowd there. And then of course you have your cordoned area of the independent companies and a little bit in the info/cafeteria and the 3 services, the actual media room, which is like a lounge for them and a place to do interviews, etc. The security station right in the middle of it all, and the coat check, which is effectively an armory of people's private weapons that they check at the door. Since you're not unless you're authorized, you're not allowed to have weapons in the convention center. And then out back, you were over here in the EBM section, like just kind of playing with the hologram, or you're the first one there before people undoubtedly are gonna, like, after the spell breaks, are gonna filter over to swarm EBM and look for info or handouts, or to do what you've been doing now. So all the pieces are there. We've had our quick little recap of things, and it's time to carry it forward. So in this case, I'm not exactly looking. I guess we could treat this kind of like a job role, where you're gonna tell me what you're doing in this situation, and information and events are going to occur based on what you do or don't find out. everything here is going to happen rather simultaneously in your own ways. Not that like a quick message couldn't be sent out, but this isn't like, all right, we're going to get together in the cafeteria and talk about this. So any details shared would be like quick, a quick little whoop. You flick a sentence or two or something between each other. I don't really have an order for you all, so this would depend on how you want things to unravel. Which of you would like to do something with this information first?
I'll step up and so what I'll do is I'll flick something to Kira that says, "Hey, I'm going to send the media your way," and then I'm going to say, "I have a friend in the security. She's right over there, I believe, in that booth. Her name is Kiri, and she will make sure that the bulldog, I believe they call him, will not be a problem for you, and that your name will be kept out of anything unless they learn something nefarious, but I doubt that will be the case, right?"
Oh, wait, Kiri?
That's right.
Wait, do you mean Killy?
No, I think I mean Kiri.
Well, yeah, she's Japanese. That's what I said.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, you know what? I actually interviewed her.
Well, then she'll recognize your face.
Oh. Yeah, all right. Well, thank you. I didn't know that you knew her too. She definitely is a standout character.
You'll be amazed by who JP knows. He kind of taps the side of his nose. And then he's going to organize. He's going to start running around finding all the other guys on maintenance and cleaning duty. And he's going to start being like, let's start making it a little bit harder to get out of the demo stage area. And let's make sure that any of the back passageways have some extra trash around them.
Why are we doing that?
Well, let's just say that people might start trying to run, and it might be a little bit easier to keep them calm if it's hard to run.
Yeah, sports fans, hooligans, and it might stampede. I don't know. Did you run that past Bulldog? He's going over that way. I mean, he sees one trash can out of place. He's gonna chew us out. I don't know about you. I like having a job.
If he gives you any slack, you just tell him to come talk to JP. I'll deal with the Bulldog.
What would you like to? Which skill of yours would you like to use to help these employees overcome their fear of the Bulldog and follow the plan that you're putting forward to them?
Well, I think the simple one is just persuasion.
I'd accept persuasion.
I mean, I could try to be tricky about it, but I think persuasion's just the way to go.
That's fine.
It is.
I just gotta find it.
I just find it very funny that
I am going to put 4 points of luck in.
Okay, noted.
I just find it very funny that JP's like, yeah, if the person who owns this building has a problem with it, tell them to come to me, a temp janitor.
I feel like the Bulldog's face is gonna go red. And he's gonna think about it for a moment, and he's gonna go,
So that
"Yeah, right. I like the balls on you."
became a 21.
21. Excellent.
You beat it even without the luck, not bad.
It is one of my strong suits.
All right. So before you had done something similar, but it was more in the main area here to kind of move trash cans, tastefully in a way that would keep crowds from easily filling the hallway and like stampeding. So, going off of that technique, and that hadn't necessarily been pointed out or had made an issue. Not that there was any need for a stampede to happen. But, you had done that earlier when you were talking to the crew in the morning and such. So as discreetly as possible in this chunk of time, they're gonna, kind of move some artificial potted plants a little closer to the exits, scoot trash cans around, um, and you've convinced them that hey, even if they're caught, have the boss talk to me about it. All right, well, it's giving them something to do that's not exactly
Work.
like swabbing the toilets or something. So they're happy for it, and if you become a sacrifice to the bulldog, they probably won't lose sleep over it. Um,
But I might get really amused if we manage to put a broom handle over someone's head because of so.
all right, so the demo stage has exits that are bottlenecked in a sense. So should things happen where barriers or obstructions are a part of whatever's happening, then we'll modify it, you know, in a favorable way to an outcome for you, because of that kind of setup. As
We'll
the
improv it.
Okay, pardon me. You don't have to go next, Kiri, but during this point, or during this chunk of time, you will have Jen come up to you and reintroduce herself. She'll genuinely but awkwardly compliment your uniform, and it looks a lot better now than it did before.
I had a very long talk with Wardrobe. Let's put it that way.
Do you want to go next, or do you want to hold out for other people to set things up or coordinate something?
Well, seeing that the bulldog is headed for the demo stage, it's I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard to miss him. I'm watching the entrance, and he's a very large man.
Yeah, and he's not making a he's walking in that direction, though he is still taking time to observe straight down this corridor. So he's not stopping to look under every bench, but he is plodding along, very determinedly moving forward and just looking, up, down, left, right, with that slow, methodical plod up to the entrance to the demo stage.
Right, and as he walks. After acknowledging JP's message and having a very, very quick chat with Jen, given that Gopher probably wouldn't be able to see him, by virtue of the fact that A, he's backstage, and B, lights and stuff everywhere, so he's probably not going to be able to see the entrance. Kiri's going to send Gopher a message saying, Bulldog's headed your way. And she's gonna keep an eye out on the entry of the demo stage. She wants to see anyone trying to sneak in and out. Basically, any sort of suspicious behavior, given that she knows from what JP had relayed that someone had basically taken Jen's badge and had used it somewhere. So that means someone snuck in with her ID. Which means if there's one, there's probably more. So there's probably in her mind, at the very least, the free association is if there's one, there's more. If there's more, there's probably a team in there, and they're probably linked somehow. I need to watch for anyone going in or out, because that's gonna be the vector that causes the most chaos. So that's gonna be
Tactics?
She's more watching with her. Actually, I'll do a tactics, but I'm gonna burn all my luck.
Oh, all right. Let's see. Let's see what you get.
That's a 19
All right.
with all the luck. Actually, hold on, just as a point, I want to check something. I've got another Fickle God's Favor, and I'll spend that too.
Oof. Okay.
Versus a 0! Yeah!
That's
But I was really afraid of this because outside of empathy and luck, my dump stat is int, which is what tactics is based on. I'm not like super bad at it, but I've got a 5 int and only 1 rank in tactics, so it's like a.
all right. So you're there, and like you have all this. Your mind is just it's whirring. You get that kind of that breakdown, like the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes. You're like, all right, do this, discombobulate. You know, you have like you're like, okay, here's an entrance. People are going in and out. Be prepared to do this. Here's the main whatever, and you're mapping this out in your brain. You've simulated flows of people or like ingress and egress. You're imagining teams that might be, you know, if the interior of the demo stage is similar to the main stage, because it's really just a cordoned off area of the center. And you're like, okay, well, if there's rafters like this there, so in the event something happens where this sort of tactical knowledge of the area, the ingress egress, or the structural, like in some sort of a combat style or like an espionage, some sort of nefarious thing happens, that will definitely be modified in your favor, as you did very well there. You know, the person or persons may not have planned for everything that you have planned for. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay. So Bulldog is still, you know, coming down here. You know, in your brief conversation also, Kiri, you do get the from Jen. She kind of leans over as you're examining all of this, and you know your mind is worrying. She's like, "Well, your name will be spelled right in the article. I just wanted to make sure. Are you Kiri or are you Killy? Because I want to make sure I have that correct. You just sort of have that aura, and I wanted to respect your Japanese heritage."
It's Kiri. It means mist.
Okay. Thank you. I wanted to make sure that everything was correct in the article. It will be.
Kiri has her visor down, but she smiles a little though. It's like, okay, you're misguided, but you clearly mean well. Okay, I will be nice.
She, you know, in Night City 64 here, like she's kind of like the Facebook mom group leader who's like kind of into crystals and stuff. Like she's kind of far out there. She doesn't mean harm, but
I think
you know, there's things that she does or says that kind of come across as grating. Or
I think she's our version of Chunk.
She's trying,
Oh,
you know. She's trying.
Well,
Okay.
bless her heart.
Yeah, exactly.
Outback, is there any? I mean, this is a job role in a sense. You currently don't have a job, at least not one given to you by the convention center, but you can take it upon yourself to, I don't know, do something in this situation to add to it or to mitigate something that might happen, to gather info. What would you like to do here? With all the setup, what's your spike? What is your job role?
Oh boy, man, if Bulldog sees me, he's not going to ignore the fact that I don't have a pass.
That is true. Fortunately, while he is approaching you, as a, like as the heads up, it just seems that he is making a direct line to the demo stage, and you're down here amid a growing crowd of people in the EBM area.
Yeah, that's one good thing. Let's see. Uh, we can also send like a very quick message if we want.
Yeah, you can flick like a sentence or two is like a quick idea.
Yeah.
Is basic communication is the parts are moving or you all are intently like you need the concentration to do all this. So you're not conversing, but you can get boop, one little thing over.
Okay, yeah. So he knows the kind of hard ass that Bulldog is, so he's gonna say, "You want me to waylay or reduce how much is coming to the stage? I could probably get hard ass to send his 2 guards over towards EBM rather than the demo stage." Because he's probably the type that has to follow rules, and if a circumstance arises at EBM, he's not going to ignore it. He probably won't go himself. I'm going to send that to Kiri.
Oh, okay, all right.
Because she's over by NCOM, so
Yeah.
Do we want less people going to demo stage, or do we think that's fine?
No, it's fine if they go. Just to keep an eye on who comes out.
Okay. Keeping an eye on who's coming out, then. Then I will... Well...
So you do have a lot of elements you can play with. There's the growing crowd at EBM. You still have people. You still have groups who are glued to the big monitors found throughout the main floor.
Yeah.
Bulldog is on his way, not to you, but towardish you.
Towardish, yeah.
You could also just, I don't know, say fuck it and go play in the Segatari arcade. And
I will... Let's see what this does. That's for that. Okay.
There are shuttles that are still, like, doing routes throughout the convention center.
Yeah. I think... Because even if it's just a glance, I don't want to be even within eyesight. I think what he's going to do is he's... Oh boy, it's an okay skill for me. He's going to be going around to the other shuttle drivers.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to be... Just because he feels like something's going to happen, and if he spreads this, maybe it can cause something. He's going to go and tell as many shuttle drivers as possible how to unthrottle the carts.
Oh yeah, to take their like indoor limiters off or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just going to start spreading that and just... He didn't do it because he's like, whatever. Other people might not show so much restraint.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
And I'm gonna roll persuasion to try and like spread it in such a way that I kind of want them to do it immediately and start causing problems.
Okay, yeah. See if you can persuade some of the other shuttle drivers, out of an abundance of fear and caution to get ready in case something is going to happen here with all the tension. The football super fans gathered together, or general sense of paranoia that happens in this place.
Yeah, and I'm dumping my last 2 luck on that. So yeah, 2 luck on this.
Oof.
Wow.
Oof.
Ooh. Not supposed to do that, Pat.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna Lay
What
down
you
to
didn't
my
know
grave.
is that secretly, one of those shuttle drivers was an OSHA representative.
I doubt it.
Well, it's okay. You can't get any more fired. Not that any of the people are here, but you'll find that the shuttle drive, you go over and like, man, I think something's going to happen. You know, I saw that this is a model, whatever, XYZ123. If you really need to get out of here, and all you really got to do is just like flip the hood and, you know, pull this one thing here, because that's the. And they're like, bro, look, I appreciate what you did. You know, you stood up for yourself, but you lost your job. I can't afford to do that. Like, so you still convey to at least one of them how you do this. There seems to be a great fear, or, you know, and how you're conveying it is really making them nervous. So there's at least the one who like heard what you said, but you know, you have some sort of stigma to you because you got fired by Bulldog, or it's already adding to the paranoia or the stress or tension of things that's going on. So that, you know, this guy, like, he carts away, you know, going whatever 5 miles an hour. You know, he's not like, yes sir, I'm on it, and, you know, is getting the cleaning crew, kind of how JP went about things. You know, you got the idea out, but how pervasive that'll be, Outback doesn't know that he rolled a 1.
No.
But there's at least one shuttle driver. I'll guarantee you this. There's one shuttle driver who can remove the limiter. Well,
Yes.
2, you know how to do it. I guess you can always commandeer one.
There is one shuttle driver and one nomad who knows how to do
Yeah,
it.
there you go. Oh, I like that. I like that distinction. Yeah, there's one shuttle driver and one nomad who knows how to, who knows this one simple trick that really pisses off convention center owners. Click here to find out more.
Ick.
All right. So the one guy kind of, you know, he goes off nervously, like, oh, something gonna happen, just kind of muttering to himself as he's making his usual rounds to see if there's anyone who needs, you know, ferried out. You know, goes by the cafeteria, because there's probably alcohol served there, not just the bar guests that are in the demo stage area for the, you know, for the free beer for the elite event.
It's fine. Failing rolls are more fun than succeeding.
They are role play opportunities, and it is not a Friday without some of these. They add a unique tension to the situation.
At the very
frustration
least,
in Lethality's face.
the very least, it wasn't another true crit fail. Like my face down.
Gopher, we'll actually save you for last because I think you could do something rather unique here. So we'll finish with the setup with D-Res. D-Res, I mean, if there's a notion or something you want to flick over to someone, you may. Otherwise, for this job role for the evening here, as there's a lot of suspicion in the air, there's kind of a growing tension. What are you wanting to do to try to mitigate, ameliorate, solve something, or take some kind of action?
Well, like I had described before, I was going to look at the previous security footage and see if I can find out who used Jen's badge at the door. At least get a picture and an idea of what they look like. This way I can try and spot them in the crowd.
Okay.
Let's see who Gen 2 is.
Yep.
What did we use last time for parsing data? What did that end up being library use or something? Because library wasn't just
Library search.
Yeah, library search wasn't just necessarily like going and like searching at a library or through books. It was it was
Right.
catalog work. It was like digital.
Searching through data.
Yeah.
It's any database, data pool, library, or compiled information source.
Okay. I think that will be appropriate to kind of you know, compress the notion of what you're doing. I don't need a lot of like hacking rolls. Go ahead and make this skill roll of library search, and we'll see how well you do here.
How many fickle gods favor do I have?
I'd say good
You
luck,
had
but I don't have any of
one
that.
Raven gave you
Yeah.
earlier tonight.
Okay, then I'm gonna spend that one. No worries.
Okay.
It's a 15.
Okay.
Wow. Right when they were scanned in, a guy with a big hat walked in front of the camera.
Damn it.
Yeah, someone named Dimmadome or something like that. It was weird. It's probably from Petrochem.
Fucking.
Not
Doug
Wow,
something. I don't know.
you're Pete Pete Petrochem, owner
Yeah.
of the Petesdale Petrochem.
That's why they're so upset at the EBM Stadium, because it was supposed to be the Petrochem the Petrochem Dome or whatever. The Pete Petrochem Dome or the Petrochem Park.
Petrodome.
the Petrodome.
Petrodome.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the Petrodome. This is the real lore of Cyberpunk, everyone. You're getting to know the truth, not what they want you to know.
True. Just an old friend, Mike Bondsmith.
All right, so you do still successfully. I mean, while you didn't beat the opposed roll here for whatever forces might be trying to baffle or otherwise, the whims of fate that blow around. You do see in the catalog where Jen Rader did get her badge scanned at the front door to the demo stage by there'd be like whatever random convention center security guard was on the shift, and Jen Rader, Hard on Tech News, like her media pass, like you can find it, and it was scanned in, and so apparently someone who should look like her, because it's a photo ID as well as just the digital one.
Right.
Jen should be in the demo stage. So this would at least lead you to believe that there is a false Jen, whether that's the one now with Kiri or that's the one inside the demo stage. Through process of elimination, while I'm not providing a lot of proactive info to you, we can at least you're not quite deducting, but from the info you gathered, logically, whoever's in there not only has her pass, but must look like her, or perhaps the security guard is an accomplice and let someone who didn't look like her in, but still scan the badge for, I don't know, symbolism or consistency or something. But there is a Jen inside there in some form or fashion, real or fake, accomplice or not. Jen scanned in at this time and should be present in the demo stage.
Okay, then I'm gonna make a note of who it is that checked her in, because that person needs to be questioned.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pass that along to my team.
Sure. Yeah, you can flag that. The security guard was doing the scan-ins.
Yep. And that if anybody is in the area, they can go and question that person.
Okay. And Gopher, of course, you'd receive this. You at this point, you kind of have the communication tree worked out with your group, to each other, through each other, and especially in this situation where you got to be careful. You're not supposed to message each other, or there could be people watching the network. So I know JP was kind of a convenient carrier of messages because of his outdated tech and kind of the way he does it. Like we could imagine it goes through him or something. I'm not too worried about those details, but
Plus, I have that scrambler, descrambler.
Yeah.
but that would come over to you. That there's a security guard there who checked in Jen. Now you would know that then Jen is either in the room with you, or Jen is the one standing next to Kiri outside of the room. But we have the duality of Jen Rader going on right now. So a freebie part of your job is, because the major event has already happened, like the big hologram, the big announcement, the big, razzmatazz and huzzah of, unity, and we continue to invest in Night City and all of this. and it's a joyous moment. We're moving into now a time when the media can come up and ask questions of the presentation execs who are there, to get details. It's also meant to be hype. And just as there are shills out in the crowd, there are presumably media shills as well. Like, oh man, why is EBM so awesome and doing all this awesome stuff? And it's always been the case. That itself doesn't need a role. You're welcome to suspect or observe it, as can be. And of course, there would be others who would be like oppositional media. It's a part of the ecosystem as well. So while everyone has been doing this stuff inside your room, the media is being invited up to the stage, and is being allowed to use their camera, hold a microphone, ask an exec. There's a couple there who each would be there's actually someone from the Nighthawks. There's someone there from from EBM as like the corporation itself, probably whoever is the project planner. There's someone there from Petrochem, though he's not on stage, because you saw him, but you don't see that particular outfit up there. And for your portion of your job here, as you're switching things over. You're making sure that whatever feeds are supposed to be routed into the PA system, that all works. You're keeping the smoke machines topped off like a pro. You actually get to see Jen. She starts walking up on stage. She has her media credentials. She has her helmet with the bright lights and everything. You see Jen walk up from the crowd as everyone's raising their hands, and she's called on. Hey ma'am, yeah, come up. I haven't heard you before, so why don't we give you a scoop? Very good faith effort. And as she starts climbing the steps, she is rather clumsy, and you remember her because she interviewed you. I mean, I don't know. I forget if she left a mixed taste in your mouth about the interview, or if she was like okay to you. But she trips, and she falls forward, and of all embarrassing things, not only do people in the crowd below probably get a little oopsie daisy shot up her skirt, but her helmet comes tumbling forward onto the stage. And so you have the exec kind of run over. Oh, ma'am, are you all right? And she says, oh, I'm fine. It's just, I think I'm bleeding. Can you take me to first aid? So they call over. They call over for security, or in this case, it might be just like a medic that would be on hand to come in and to cart her off. Now, in this situation, what would you like to do as Jen, or quote unquote Jen, is walking down off the stage? Her knee is bleeding. She seems rather flustered and embarrassed, as there's someone like coming up to go and take her back to get attended to. The exec is like, it's all right. We'll give you a question later. Go, go take care of yourself.
I guess, would I be able to tell which exit they're going out of?
Yeah. So while that's the main entrance, a lot of the service offices are in the back. So for example, D-Res is working back here. So we can presume that there's like a I guess it'd be like a nurse's station, or sort of like a first aid station. Somewhere in the back here. So they would be exiting through this corner this way.
All right. Yeah, I'll bounce all of what just happened back to JP.
Okay. Yep. So you send it off as a just a
And then
quick
I
message.
shall relay that to the rest of the group. Was it like every instance of Jen has like the question mark on either end, like Jen question mark is now being escorted away.
Then at least hopefully then someone else might be able to intercept them and figure out which Jen is the real one.
Okay. Um. So you send the message off. That's that's a quick little action. That's fine and easy enough to do. Um. Now then, as for your job, I mean, you can continue to facilitate this. Uh. The show. Media's there. Everyone's kind of like, oh hey, whatever. In fact, the one exec is like, she forgot her helmet. Goes to pick it up. We'll make sure this gets to you. Take care of yourself first. As Jen is being escorted away. And the exec kind of just like unconsciously puts it under his arm, like almost like a football. It's like, all right, so who's next? And he's scouting. Arms are going up. In this particular scene, you're a tech person. I mean, you could try perceiving to see if there's anything odd going on, or because there's already some suspicion, if you want to turn that into the suspicion into paranoia, you can do a tech check, perhaps on the device that was totally accidentally left behind by a very clumsy reporter. You could route some other skill to do something else. I'm very open-minded. What would you like to do with this scene and scenario?
So the exec still has the helmet, right?
Yeah, he's kind of like he picked it up and is just because he's trying to make sure that no one's feeling embarrassed. This is including him for having something like this happen on stage. So he just sort of picked it up. They shouted after. He's trying to be friendly but also cater to the crowd. He just kind of tucked it under his arm and he's looking. He's not even paying attention. Like he's just looking at who he could call on next to come up and ask a question. So you would be, you if he's here in the middle of the stage, you would be here backstage just behind him. You'd be looking at his back and looking out into the crowd as the lights and the smoke machines are going off. And so yeah, he's holding this thing. I mean, you could be the behind the scenes, like a stagehand. You come out and you're like, oh, hey, I'll take that from you real quick, so you can whatever.
That's what I'm gonna do.
You want to do that?
Offer to take it from him and hold it backstage.
Okay. Sure. So you compose yourself. You kind of go out real quick. You whisper, "Hey, I'll take care of that." And that's fine. The exec is, like it's less that he has to worry about or manage. So you grab the helmet and Jen, I guess, must have left it recording because there's a little blinking light on it. That is it's indicating it's still, I don't know, broadcasting or doing something.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll hold it in such a way that if it is still recording or broadcasting, then it's not gonna catch anything sensitive.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of turn her around. You've seen her helmet before, and she interviewed you. I mean, there's a camera on it, and it has a light. It's not exactly like the light that she had before. Her setup had an almost like homegrown put together. Like it wasn't, whatever, like a Sony XYZ123 model. She kind of put everything together, perhaps for a little bit of her own panache. And this has it too, but this isn't the same helmet that you remember.
I'll see if there's a way to turn it off.
Yeah, I mean, you could do security or even just a basic tech on this can work.
Um,
Ooh, nice. Very nice. All right, Gopher, as you're trying to figure this out, that camera isn't even plugged into anything. The light, I mean, the light is there, and it hadn't been turned on yet. Like, there's an LED sort of like thing off to the side, but even that, it's not. That's a really weird looking battery pack. In fact, that battery pack is not a battery pack.
That's a bomb.
And it's really making you concerned that there's a blinking light on this helmet. So you go to turn it off, and you fail only because there's nothing to turn off. Because this isn't a media helmet. You are holding a bomb.
Ah.
Now, you're behind the stage. The exec
Oh,
hasn't
shit.
seen you. The crowd hasn't seen you. What are you saying or doing in this moment?
Um. Shit.
You
Good.
can always,
I-
you can always send a text to Kiri or D or whoever.
Yeah.
You don't. There's not a clock on this. You don't know how much time is left on this. You are more than certain you are holding an explosive device in your hands right now.
This needs to, at a minimum, go outside as fast as possible. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of call over the security that we have backstage. Let them know everything that's basically been going on. So basically tell them about the media pass being stolen, and that
Well, this is a lot of explaining. You don't have the time to make detailed reports.
okay.
Wizards and dungeons and princesses.
Gut instinct.
Yeah,
In
you're
that
you're
case-
holding an explosive device with an unknown amount of time left before it goes off. You presumably don't have
Evacuate
time to make
everyone.
detailed reports.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to. Yeah, it'll be fine without me, I think. Gonna let them know that I need to kind of slip away for a bit and try and at least get outside as fast as possible.
Okay, so you're taking the helmet and you want to leave the building.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. So you're holding on to this in the backstage area, and you are looking to leave the building. I mean, presumably out through. It would have to be through an emergency door, if you're, there's not exactly like the big entrance doors and the grand sculptures and everything that await you to dip out there. So as you're leaving the stage, the lady who is being kind of escorted down, she's kind of limping along. As the one guy is kind of panning the crowd, she turns back and she shouts out, "One more thing! I'm sorry. Hey, oh yeah, hey, you know what? You got one last thing to say? Looks like you're getting some help, but I'll tell you what." And she says, "I just wanted to let you know, die." And she holds up a device. She like pushes away the guy who'd been escorting her and holds up a device. And
Do I see any of this on the cameras?
so what we can do here, because we finished out the jobs, and now the peak moment of, well, very literally do or die is going to happen here. As you already have access to the cameras, Drez, and if you'd like to take this now outside of job action, your jobs have led to this final revelation, and you can look in, and you can see. I wouldn't say Gopher's cleared the backstage area yet, so I wouldn't say that you could see him, but you can see that by the door here, because she hadn't left yet. You're flipping through the cameras, and you would just see that the one like a security guard escort kind of stumbling off to the side, and she's holding something up in her hand. As the security camera would be like looking at her, so you can't tell who she's looking at from the one feed anyway. But she is shouting, and she's holding something up over her head.
First action. I want to breach her.
You can't through cameras.
Can't.
Yeah, we had talked about that.
Shit. Fuck. There's nothing I can do then. Oh, there goes my idea. Is there any kind of defense system or sprinkler system of some kind attached to this?
Oh, yeah, there's I guess the fire system could have an override to it. I mean, it would have the classic, like the little melty strips on the pipes, so that fire, like physical fire itself, could set it off. Or at least there'd be an alarm system, similar to actually what would be on the doors. Like if someone were to go through an emergency door, it would trip like an emergency signal. So there would be something like that. So whether the sprinklers can or not, maybe that's a physical thing. I don't know if you could pop that, digitally or in cyberspace, but there would be an alarm. And you've already had access and experience with the PA system from the events of last night, so you're familiar with what that's capable of doing. And while you don't have access to it, not directly, you were at least you were allowed to be in the media feed of the presentation, right? Such that the data could pass through you, so it would be as if you were there in the hologram or something to experience it in that kind of cyberspace way that you uniquely can as a netrunner. So maybe with a little bit of with a little bit of fidgeting from inside this very front row seat, you're in the system. You just don't have permission to do anything from the seat you're sitting in.
You probably would have the ability to pull the alarm if by virtue of the fact that, given that you're a netrunner for the convention center, you would have the ability to call an emergency to scramble all security.
Yeah, because this is from my perspective
Mhm.
looking like she's got something threatening in her hand, right?
Yeah, something is. You don't need human perception to know that this is a very outstanding situation.
Very threatening gesture.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Then maybe not over the whole PA system, but just in this hallway specifically. Can I reproduce the noise that the little disc things were projecting from the previous day into the PA
Yeah,
so that she gets some kind of shock?
Well, it would hit everyone.
It doesn't matter to me. I want it to hit her.
The track being played, for sure. I mean, it's one of Sacred Geometry's biggest hits, and it was just coordinated in a way, at least originally, that the speakers were lined up similar to what the actual performers do, to then have an infliction of the music along with the sound of the music as well. But you could play the music in an intense way in a confined area, and hope that if you just like whatever, it's a small space and you crank up the volume, you may not have those resonance discs or something. Yeah, you might just overwhelm with that disorienting Sacred Geometry music, and that would
at least
D-Res,
get the security guard enough time to restrain her. That's my aim.
Okay, well, wait, so you're playing it in the demo stage then, right?
No, not in the demo stage. I'm blaring it where she is.
She's still in the demo stage.
She's still in the demo stage room. She hasn't left.
Oh.
Yeah, because
she's by the door. She's getting ready to exit, and then she did that dramatic aha. So she's still there because she wanted to.
I'm sorry,
I
misunderstood the situation.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So she's in there. She just wanted to make this big dramatic point of die.
Need to get device.
That does kind of tell us what the yield of her device is, if that's what she believes is a safe distance.
Yeah.
It's not gonna blow up the whole room. Probably just the stage.
Probably about on par with a grenade or something.
So then doesn't matter who else hears it, so long as it's blaring like almost directly in her ears, where I can, as close as I can get it to her.
Okay.
Blast it from the stage system.
And as loud as possible. I want it to try and shock her.
D-Res cares not for non-lethal collateral.
The busted eardrums of a few civilians is the price to pay to keep them safe.
Okay. I'll tell you what in this regard, since you're already kind of in the system, you can add 2 to your rolls here. But in this moment of action, you get these 3 actions. You don't need to get in. You don't need to roll to jack into the system because you're there already, just in its own weird way. But what you would need to do is to however this would manifest with your skills, you need to break out of your little confinement area. So it's not quite like a breach. I don't know. That'd be like maybe like a password or something like that. And then control the node, and then you would adjust. You'd play everything through the node after you control it.
Yeah. So a back door and then a control.
Yeah. There we go. That sounds. I don't have all your stuff memorized, so I'll describe the idea. I need you to translate it for me.
So breach and backdoor are the same thing.
Oh, okay. That's not okay.
There's not a distinction.
Okay, well, then that's fine because you're doing it from inside. You have quasi permission. Roll that at your +2. You get a +2 because you're already sort of in there. You don't have the permission to do it, but you're you're inside, so you get the leverage to.
You
do
got
it
I'm
you
inside.
got
already
you,
in there.
you got user access. This isn't you having to break in. It's you doing privilege escalation.
There you go. That
Yeah.
that sounds right.
14.
Okay. So you're out
Which
of
I
your
believe-
seat.
I pass.
And
Next
then
would be
node control.
node control, and I'm going to dump 5 luck.
Oh, all right.
14.
Good thing that you did. All right, very good.
Well, 5 and 4 is 9, and
Oh, that's
9
13?
and 5 is 14. No, 9 and 5 is 14, and then the +2 on top.
Oh yeah, so it would be 16 for
Okay,
backdoor.
good,
and then,
good. Yep. Okay,
Or 14. Yeah, 14 for backdoor, and then 16
good.
for
All right,
control.
you do
Give it
have
at the highest AD.
you have
12.
control of the PA node in the demo stage room.
And I am blaring some
Sacred geometry.
sacred geometry crunchy ass music.
Okay.
Very suddenly, hoping to jump scare.
So out of nowhere, the bass drops and everything just like is low and rumbly, and there's kind of a weird discordance that's happening in the room, which is causing disorientation at first and looks of like kind of panic around as something not right is happening. You know, like are the speakers acting up? What's happening? It certainly drowns out any sort of mad cackling that this lady is doing after her very overt threat of harm.
Ooh.
Hopefully she pukes her
Something
guts
to add on top of that would be microphone feedback.
Oh, jeez. You just want to make everyone have a headache and throw up at the same time.
Yeah.
up.
Just
All right.
intentionally for
Yeah.
her, but yes.
All right. Well, as we get into this, something needs to happen now that the threat's been revealed. Kiri, you and Jen ? Can suddenly hear, because again, this is quick, so it's not like you would have gotten a text message or something about this from the demo stage. There's just this simultaneous like that. Of course, you were there for the cacophony at the arcade. This is being sort of simulated or redone within the demo stage room now.
There's a text to the group chat through JP. Someone give me a status now.
I mean, replies might be forthcoming, but right in this moment,
Yeah, okay, so it's gonna take a second. Kiri is gonna look at the stage. Look to Jen. Because I mean, there was also the fact of there was someone that looked like Jen that was on screen, which is visible from MCOM as well, right? Because she was making her way up onto the stage.
yes, exactly.
Which means the cameras would have been focusing on her.
So you would have seen Jen walk up the steps, trip, flash the camera, her helmet went rolling off, and awkward, and then she starts getting escorted off. Now the camera wouldn't have shown her in the corner. You would have seen Gopher very discreetly, like kind of come out and like tuck the helmet away, and then go back behind the stage, and then what you'd be seeing at this point is the one exec who's in the football jersey kind of looking very curiously off stage, like what's going on, and then as he covers his ears and you're hearing that resonance come out of the demo stage room.
Yeah, it's more as her like doing the thing at the stage, right? Jen, quote unquote. I'm sure that's probably going to get a look from the actual Jen that's like right beside me, given she's probably also looking at the screen and being like, "Wait, that's me." Right?
Yeah. She looks. She's like, "No, that's not me. I don't even wear green panties.
And Kiri just as the thing begins to drop, Kiri just raises her hand. She's gonna look to her supervisor.
Well, the supervisor's all the way across here.
Oh, he's all the way. He's all
yeah,
the way.
he
over
stationed
there.
you here so that you could do the tactical lookout for the demo stage, while he is here looking at the opposite end in case people want to do shenanigans at the opposite side.
I'll radio him and loop in the because I'm sure there's more security guys than just him and me there. I'm gonna radio basically the entire NCOM security channel.
Okay.
Him first and then the security channel. I've just seen a doppelganger. I found out where that stolen ID is from, and there's something going down at the demo stage.
Noted. Resources, proceed to the demo stage perimeter of NCOM. Your supervisor says. I Stormbender, thank you very much. Okay, so NCOM, I mean, not like there's a huge task force for NCOM here at the Electronic
Yeah,
Theater.
no.
But you do get a couple extra security people, including your supervisor, that are now stationed here in this corner.
Yeah, and as they come over, she's gonna look to the supervisors like, I need you guys to protect her at all costs. Something big's gone down.
Oh, shit. I didn't expect anything to happen. This is supposed to be video games, man.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And she's gonna look to the supervisor, requesting clearance to leave and investigate.
Let's see. By the time that the wub-wubs start resonating from the room, I would say that Bulldog and his 2 security guards would be about here on the approach to the main entrance to the demo stage. So, not that I mean, why would he necessarily take a notice in you, and Jen would have hidden behind you anyway. So while he's there and he's hearing that, and there's just this, what the fuck is going on in there? Your supervisor, if you want, station in a hallway. Don't leave my sight, though. There's a certain proximity you gotta keep.
And as she spots Bulldog heading for the demo stage, she nods like, I've got something in mind. Hold tight. And she's gonna head out to basically to the barest perimeter. And she's gonna whistle. For the whistle for the Bulldog and his guards.
Okay. So at the end of this moment, that would be him looking back, rather red-faced in your direction. We have Outback or JP. What do either of you wish to do? Or do together? Maybe you can combo in action.
So, sorry, I was dealing with my kid, so I wasn't completely following along. But it seems that we have a live device, and we're in the midst of, like, I guess I should say, are we approaching this action at the point of the person pulling out this device? Or
yeah, so you as an outsider wouldn't have seen this device yet. What was on the big presentation was simply that the exec is looking off the stage really weirdly and then started covering his ears, and so something's happening in the demo stage room. The camera wouldn't have shown Jen holding up a device.
Gen 2.
Yeah, or Gen 2.
Mhm.
And I'm still dinking around between Encom and Segotari. Well, I know I've got the trash set
Mm-hmm.
going. I think for the most part, what I'm going to do is begin heading towards Coat Check.
Okay. As you begin making your way over there, you do see that security, like convention security, like more than just the people who are stationed, but like actual, there's officers who might have been monitoring, monitors and such, are starting to head out into the hallway as you are making your way over to Coat Check. All right, I don't need any rolls for that. That's just travel through the convention. Like you're just kind of jogging or doing whatever to get over to
Making
Coat
my
Check.
way.
Yep. Outback, this leaves you over at EBM.
Yeah, right over at EBM.
As you are at EBM, they would probably have a feed just for EBM. I would say for you, as they would have extra cameras, not just the public display ones for the monitors. I would say that you could see that an EBM camera had panned over, and you're seeing you in this same moment. A security person is like tripping and like getting out of the way because he was pushed, and there's a woman yelling something, holding a device over her head.
So Jen tripped on stage. She was taken off. Now she's holding a device.
Yeah.
Would have seen also that this exec was holding something and probably saw a gopher come and take it.
Yeah. He discreetly took it out of his from under his arm.
So this lady has a detonator for a bomb, probably, and that bomb is in Gopher's hands right now.
It is currently in Gopher's hands. Yes.
And
presumably you don't see Gopher.
Presumably he has it, or it's near him still. He's probably technical enough to have recognized a bomb. I don't know how much time he had. Probably not enough time to disarm it. I don't know how much time he had to get out of range of a detonator.
He presumably has until she moves her thumb a centimeter to push the button.
Yeah. And I am all the way over here. I'm starting to hear
you're close
vibrations
enough.
again.
You'd hear like the headache, kind of it's not quite amplified the same way that the resonance discs did. It would still be kind of like disorienting, and especially because you already had felt that rhythm in your brain. Kind of.
So
I won't mechanically penalize you, but you definitely recognize the wub wub music that's coming from that room.
The only one who could have done that is D-Rez. Right, now we have a bomb threat. I am going to... No way I can get over there to do anything. What can I do from over here? Potentially.
If you wanted to communicate something, if you're not doing something else, like hacking or whatever, you presumably could communicate an idea. I don't know. Because if you want to take a walk like JP, you could commandeer a shuttle. You could.
No, because I do have this specific EBM thing, and I'm seeing all the other people don't have this. This is an EBM camera. Presume Gopher knows. Drez probably knows because she started doing something. So I will convey to the last few people,
Mhm.
the last 2 people who don't know what's going on.
Just the word bomb.
Bomb.
I just send like 3 bottle emojis and an exclamation mark.
There we go. That will get the idea across.
I imagine Kiri did ask for a sound or something. I could just imagine that's the response, and all he gets back, I'm sure, as Bulldog walks over is, probably italicized. Fuck.
So this now all comes back around to you, Gopher. In your display in the group chat, you're told something that you very clearly already know. Bomb. And while you're not aware of the positionings of things, and all of a sudden just this disorienting noise started all around you, you can see that the lady's shouting, like, even though she's squinting and she has a hand on her ear. It looks like she's ready to push this button. And you are holding a very hot potato. And so the question is, in this moment, where it's now presumably not a matter of a timer, but of her moving her thumb ever so slightly,
At a penalty?
what are you going to do?
I kind of assume the back hallway there is pretty much clear, right?
You could presume all you want. You're in the backstage of the demo room here.
Because what I'm going to try and do is, as fast as I can, try and get it somewhere that it won't hurt anyone. So, try and slip out the back door into the hallway or something and toss it if it's clear.
Okay. You're going to be sprinting. All right, Gopher, this may very well be a do or die for you. As you get in action to do something before the lady has a chance to act.
You bought him time, Coffee. You bought him time.
That's all I wanted. I wanted a penalty.
But this will be do, or this, well, it could be die. We'll have to see what the D6s have to say about it.
Last session,
Hmm.
we did have kind of a floating bonus from a deduction roll. I don't know if that could be applied here.
That is true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that there was something odd that was happening. That's fine. That can give you a +1 to this. You are going to need to sprint over cables and hop off the stage and all this. So this is going to end up being an athletics I'm going to need from you, because you're going to need to do acts of bodily exertion.
Act of acrobatics.
In order to, if your plan here is to sprint out of this room to throw the bomb away, and hopefully that's enough, then you're going to have to exert your body in order to do so. This is, let me see what I should have had this tab open. All right, what you're seeking to do is a, let's see, This feat takes actual training, and the user can be considered to be a professional, or is this heroic? It's a highly skilled feat, one that only the best of the best can pull off. This is the level of sports stars and other highly regarded sportsmen. Well, we are talking about sports. I'm gonna seek what you are looking to do is going to be at the professional tier. You need to navigate all the backstage equipment, the cables and the fog machine pipes, and hopping down and managing the door and everything while also holding this bomb. And you need to do it. You need to do it bodily. This is, instead of thinking quickly, you need your body to act quickly. You need your muscles twitching as fast as your brain impulses. So you are going to need to beat a DV-17 athletics check in order to escape the room with the bomb and hurl it.
Hey, Golfer, if you got that luck, I would suggest burning it. I'd suggest burning it right now.
He dumped a bunch in the last roll.
Let's see.
Unless you're confident to hit a DV-17.
DV-17. Yeah, I'm burning all of my luck.
Be difficult even for me. I have +8 athletics.
It wouldn't be an easy roll for me, and I have a +12 athletics.
What you
Yeah,
got?
well,
I have a +11.
Well, it would be a
Without-
50-50 for Curie.
11 base and 12 from the bonus, another 6 from the luck.
So it's
Modifier
basically-
alone should put me over.
Yep.
Let's see.
Don't roll a 1. It's
Uh-oh.
fine. Don't roll a 1.
So
Didn't roll a
13,
1.
14, plus another 6, 20.
All right.
With that much luck put into it, I imagine it's less of brilliant action movie hero athletics, more
And
like
Just adrenaline fucking.
pure
Stumbling,
adrenaline.
yeah, stumbling
Pure
forward
adrenaline.
and
Adrenaline literally failing forward.
yeah. Everything in or- ma'am. Ma'am. She's trying to console you.
Nisa.
It's okay.
Hi, Nisa.
Nisa.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let her do her thing. It's the audience just sees her tail. You all are getting the actual show of her rubbing on the camera. All right, Gopher, you got this spicy football it under your arm, and I don't know if you played sports in high school or something growing up as a nomad, or if you had a high schooler equivalent, but everything you are pumping your legs like you probably tore a muscle or something in this process of just that, through sheer luck at points. It was just like you tripped, but that falling forward momentum just kept pushing you forward and forward. You crashed through you would crash through this door on the opposite side here and hurl it into the back hallway here. Now, I want you, as evil / Gopher, I want you to tell me high or low to determine if there's like a shuttle cart or something making its rounds back here.
Do you trust his dice?
I don't trust Maddie's dice.
So whatever you choose would be, well, I presume you don't want someone to get caught in the blast. So if you say high and I roll a 6 through 10, then the hallway was clear. But as you're stumbling into the unknown, there's a chance that someone could have just been putting around back there doing a regular thing.
Hi.
Hi, it is 5. All right. So you burst through the door and you huck this thing, and while Outback can't see it, that person who he taught to put on take the limiter off probably wish that he listened and did that, because there's no way he's scooting out of there at 5 miles an hour enough to get out of the blast radius of this bomb. So door boom bursts open, you throw it out, and the person just looks and is like, oh shit, slow motion, right? Shit. He zooms to the boot, like stomping on the pedal, but the wheels don't chirp or anything. They just kind of go as it continues to golf cart down the hallway. It's kind of Austin Powers style with a steamroller. So he tries to gun it to get out of there. Unfortunately, he didn't listen to Outback, or at least he didn't take him seriously, to his detriment. But whatever. The bomb's out of the room. And for you, Gopher, I need to know if you are closing this door in time, or are you going to take a part of this blast damage. So this would be in D&D, this would be a reflex save. In what would the equivalent of this notion be in Cyberpunk Red? I guess
That'd be evasion.
Evasion, yeah.
Evasion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be evasion.
Evasion sounds like a good skill.
I also don't want to be. I also don't want to be that guy, but knowing that there was someone where he threw the bomb might bring into effect the humanity loss from terrible events happening.
Yeah, well, kind of in Vampire, we shore that up after the fact. Let's see the trauma first. Okay.
Maybe he survives.
All right. Evil, you so you throw it. The wheels don't chirp, but the guy's kind of like, what? Oh, shoot, and tries to get out of there. And just in time, you pull the metal door to this rear exit closed, as now this fireball is just it would explode here, but it doesn't have as much room as it did for the demo stage, and so fire just courses through here. And of course it would splash, and it would some of the walls and stuff here would be damaged as well. But it's kind of like Bomberman style. You just like that the explosion is funneled, because you imagine a newly constructed building in Night City has some tough exterior walls against something like this happening, or AVs crashing and such. So the building's not going to collapse, and instead it just sort of reroutes the explosive force, consuming one of the drivers and carts that was back here. The door, you do slam the door closed. It'd be a heavy metal, like, security style door anyway. So you are not harmed. There is the loss of life of the cart driver, and the building does give a rumble. D-Res, now that we're back in narrative time, because the threat in a sense has been neutralized, in the network of things, you and everyone else connected would get that, now there's a fire alarm. Now there's the sprinklers going off because there's a little bit of fire that melted the metal in the pipes. And so you would get, whoop, 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 fire at, at demo stage, or whatever, at whatever quadrant. And so you would get that. And, for everyone else, there would have been, that kind of jarring explosion. And I would say, Outback, you being here in the EBM section, like if you're playing with, like, let's pretend that that's like the hologram or something, you might have, you'd probably see stuff like scatter and blow down the hallway here, the flash and kind of the percussive force. Kiri, you were going up the hallway, or because I know you started here, and you were asked that we'll just kind of keep NCOM in sight. You definitely would have seen debris and flash. You probably also would have seen a lone little shuttle driver's hat kind of tumbleweed down the hallway, singed and smoking.
Well, I did have a thought for that actually, because she'd called Bulldog and his guards over.
Yes.
She like actively whistled for them, and she would have been like, "There's an active bomb." Boof!
Yep. And yeah, so
Right.
he would turn as well as look at you, and
Yeah.
in fact, Outback, I'll besides just seeing that, I'll tell you there's something else that you would be in a unique position to see as well in just a second here. But yeah, Kiri, you called him over. The explosion goes off. The two security guards duck. Bulldog seems to like tank the explosion, like the percussive force and the surprise, rather well. Like he looks, and then he looks furious, but he's not like cowering and covering his head or anything. You just hear some bitch, and he starts actually like stomping up this way towards where the explosion happened, while the two other guards are kind of for you, Outback, because there are the interior cams. You could you would get that, and even though there's that wub wub, there's kind of this this cackle, but then a sheer look of confusion, and she on camera turns, because the security guard she like pushed away is also kind of like, what is that noise? She's covering her ear, but she turns and she tries to do like that, I got the football and I'm gonna hold my hand. Like she tries pushing out of this rear door in order to run out this way.
Okay.
Oh wait, she's heading for here.
Yes.
Yeah, through up here.
Yeah, she's bailing through this door here.
That means Bulldog's gonna see her.
Yes.
Yeah, also a quick question. This is just like a general convention center, right? It's not specific for this festival.
Yeah, it's meant that it can do this. It can do this event, and maybe in part it was built with this in mind because this is a long-running electronic fair. But it's not the electronic fair. It is an all-purpose one that conveniently allows for the electronic fair to be expected to be run every year. But there's all sorts of other stuff that can be run.
I was just wondering, an explosion just did go off. Explosions, fire. Fire means sprinkler systems.
Yes. Yeah, the alarm's going off.
And if the sprinklers go off, that means all these electronics are going to be ruined. So, sure hope they got... It's a real bad day for Segutari in that case. Electronics and water don't go together.
It's probably not, because of that, it's probably not water sprinklers, it's probably retardant.
It might be, but you never know. Especially with this being Night City. Corners are cut very often, and water is much cheaper to stock.
You are in Pacifica. There's this awesome new desalination plant that's providing the city with water. So,
because I know there's that there is that like special thing they use for like server rooms and congressional libraries. But I don't know if they would fill an entire building's sprinkler system with that.
Or they would. They do so in data centers.
They do, yeah, but I don't know if they would have paid for that. So if sprinklers start going off, well, rest in peace, everyone's electronics.
Because we had that in the Halloween episode, remember, where we popped up that the sprinkler systems were filled with that retardant. Because that's why we were worried about the fact that it's like, yeah, if they turn the sprinkler systems on us, we're dead.
Yeah, because vampires don't need to breathe, and you do, and so they fill the chamber with gas that suffocates fire and living beings.
much smaller room though.
And it's a lot easier to build, traps and a chamber like that with commercially available gases for reasonable
I'm
installations
not.
as vampires. So
Yeah. Also, I'm not really worried about all these mega corporations' electronics. I'm just saying.
yeah. Well, so what are you doing then in the
Sprint for
aftermath here?
secretary.
Are you wanting to sprint somewhere in the confusion? Do you want to
It's-
swipe something? Like, what do you want to do? You want to be a
Anything
hero
I
and
would
get your
want.
job back in front of Bulldog?
Anything I would want to steal is over at Arasaka. Nothing against Dead Ink and EBM, but they have nothing I would want to steal.
You're right. You're right.
I mean, I guess Sega Atari might, but I mean, what am I going to do with a gaming cabinet?
Get
I-
a building for the older Caldos.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, fucking Bulldog's not going to give me my job back, and I'm not going to want it back after that. He might say he fired me, but I know I walked out. So, let's see. Well, anything like, even if they're probably not slacking on fire safety, so there's probably fire extinguishers. So I will just go, if the sprinklers haven't gone off already, go over that way, grab any fire extinguisher I see on the way, and just try and prevent fires.
Okay, sure. Yep, you can grab a fire extinguisher. You know, there'd be one on the wall here. You can definitely see the flaming ruins of a cart in the corner here, and you can go and start running up to suppress the fire. As you're doing this, you're correct in some ways. There is a sprinkler system. It does use water, and in this case, though, the whole place isn't flooded with water. As you know, it is an economical thing to just treat zones, and so the sprinklers in the demo stage, like quadrant or whatever, in that area, those are going off. And then, of course, if the fire spreads, the sprinklers will expand with the fire to suppress it. But for right now, the majority of the water or water damage is in the demo stage area.
This is such a cursed electronics fair.
Very.
We had
Very indeed.
we had a sound attack. Now we had a bomb threat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost glad I quit. I quit before the bomb threat happened, and that will be noted. So I am going to not be interrogated about this.
All right then.
Oh wait, but I was fired, and then a bomb off. They might think I did it.
Out of revenge.
Disgruntled ex-employee. Bye.
Witnesses say he talked to the sole victim of the bomb. In how to manipulate the machines in order to surpass their
Yeah, no,
limitations.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine though. The actual culprit has been caught on camera, so
Fuck
she hasn't
that
been
guy
caught
in
yet,
particular.
but she could be with,
she was
Depending on
caught
what you
on
wanna do.
camera.
on camera.
but-
That's true.
But if they don't catch her, then
She's running off. Bulldog is walking up that hallway and is probably going
Yes.
to see her exit that thing. And Kiri is probably going to once she gets a clear line, it's probably going to be a long shot, but she's probably going to attempt to plug the
Yeah.
the escaping not Jen.
yeah.
So
And I also imagine that with the two security guards cowering in the thing, Kiri just kind of stares at them, flicks the lights into red, flicks up her hood, points and goes, "After her, you fucking idiots!"
oof. All right.
Just really want to know, like, cyberware or body sculpt, because if it's the first, then this is an attack of opportunity. If it's the second, this is a deeply planned thing.
All right.
Mm.
And this is also taking, I'm adding in a modifier too because of tactics employed around the demo stage area. She barrels out into the hallway, but where she thought it was clear, because it was when she went in and now is not after she's been inside the room, and circumstances have changed around the demo stage. She goes to Dash, and she she's in this rush. She just exploded her device. She thought that she did what she needed to do. She turns, and Kiri, you would see that she runs and she doubles over as one of these big like heavy like trash cans in the convention center was placed like not right outside the door that it prevented it from opening. It opened, but she wasn't paying attention, and she also critically failed. So she sprinted, that haha, you can't, as she doubles over this trash can, almost falling into it. Actually, you know what? She critically failed. She doubles over into the trash can, like her legs sticking up and everything, and they are green. That wasn't just a weird oddity on the camera. Her legs are sticking up and everything as she is now in this trash can after having, she's trying to escape. You're Kiri, you're trying to rally these security guards who are to bolster them. Bulldog is having none of this shit and is now going into a full sprint, and you just hear boom, 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 as his footsteps just reverberate on this tile in the hallway, and his fists are bunched. And I mean, he's already a large guy, but damn if you don't see like veins swelling in his arm, as he's having approximately zero of this shit.
That looks like bone lace and muscle augments. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Well, at least the trash took itself out.
Well done.
We need an
Well
action
done.
hero line in this moment. That was highly appropriate.
Yes, indeed.
So this is you're kind of rattled from this, Gopher, and you're in that room. Kiri, you've rallied the two other guards, and in your own way, maybe you're even like running with them. You're like, come on, and you're dragging them along with you behind. Thank you, ma'am. Meow, I know. Behind
Meow.
Bulldog.
And I imagine she probably, as she's running, she's probably relaying this to the supervisor too. Is just like, we've just had a bomb go off. I'm with center security, making sure that everything's fine. I'll return in just a sec.
Bathroom break noted. Just be back in 10 minutes. There's clearly a bathroom, like back here. So you need to leave NCOM to go to the bathroom. And,
NCOM is so cool.
So you are officially on bathroom break, so you don't have to stay on premise. And now Drez, you are, you have the control node here. You're in the PA system. You could see things similarly on the NCOM things, like as what Outback was. What are you doing here? As you see, you could have seen her just go, just face first into this giant trash can that was set up, because there'd be a camera kind of looking at this exit to this part here. So you see her like laugh. She turns and sprints and goes into the trash can. On camera, you can see that. What are you doing? If anything, of course, there's a fire alarm going off. Obviously, security has been called. You probably even see Bulldog in this corridor, like coming up alongside the demo stage area, and he is not pleased.
The capture of her seems to be handled. I don't need to intervene in that at all. Making sure that the sprinkler system is working at full capacity to see if that driver can be saved at all.
No, unfortunately, he looked at the spirits coming out of the Ark of the Covenant.
Oof.
Yeah, he got chunky. So
We got
in
chunky
Shadowrun, we
salsa.
call that
The power of the sun.
I'm not even rolling dice for this guy.
There's no point.
the power of the sun in his face.
Yeah. Um.
You would be seeing in the couple minutes after this as well, security alerts, but this is also people evacuating out of the convention center through the emergency doors. So like all the side doors, the main entrance, people like, oh, we got to get out of here. So you're getting multiple, boop, 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 pings on the map, as people are getting out of here.
I think that's also going to be my cue to go and find Cutie.
Okay.
I'm going to get up from my seat.
You see Kiri on camera walking
Yeah.
towards the trash can with the 2 security guards. Shock baton out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up from my seat. I'm going to make my way towards that way, because not a whole lot I can do from this chair right now.
Okay. So yeah, you start making your way there. In the wrap up here, Bulldog will be the first on the scene, and he is going to he reaches in and grabs her by the neck. His big, almost like Looney Tunes, cartoonishly large hands, picks her up, and as he's squeezing, you start seeing some sparks coming off of her face. He reaches over and just like palms her head, seemingly rips her face off, but it seems to be some sort of a face covering that he crushes it and throws it to the side, and it turns into sort of like a sheer face mask. So, and the person underneath, it does not look like Jen Rader from Hard on Tech News. And this would be about the time, Kiri, that you pull up. The security guards are there as he's holding her up like this. You fucking bitch. You come into here. He looks over at you, Kiri, and you have that kind of respect. He looks at you. Right up the ass. Twice. You're gonna listen to me, and you're gonna wish that you were dealing with the police and not me. And you wanna spank her twice with a stun baton?
And all you hear is a yes, sir. Shunk.
Sparks fly, leaving singes on the green breeches.
It's gonna be more than that. See, I think this is something that Bulldog might be able to appreciate, seeing her actively at work. But the thing is, he's not aiming across the arse. She's aiming for places that aren't going to deal a lot of, there's going to be one that deals a bit of damage to make sure that she doesn't run off or whatever. But the other one, no, it's going right into the kidney. Not a lot of damage, but it's gonna hurt. It's a hit designed to cause pain.
I do want to remind everyone that this presentation was brought to you by Spanx and Bonk. Free apparently as
what a twist of fate.
So she is going to be subdued and harmed in very copious but non-lethal ways. As once again, the convention center is secured. All of you will be expected to fill out reports, though none of you will be held accountable. Outback, no one's necessarily looking for you, but if you wanted to show up and say something or do something, you are welcome to do so. But as Friday night concludes, we can shore stuff up either in our chat over the course of the week or something. But you all are expected, well, besides Outback, unless you want to try and get your job back, you all will be expected bright and early, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. for Saturday and the second public day at the Electronic Fair, because the show must go on. And JP, while you're allowed to go home, the janitorial crew is going to be working all night to try and get everything back in shape.
It exploded in a back area anyways.
Yeah, I mean, just little
Diaz
floor
just
wax.
wanted to talk to Bob really quick.
To who?
To Bulldog.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're going down that hallway anyway, and like he's like holding her kind of by the head and throat with his one hand pinned against the exterior wall as you see Kiri just lightsaber
Pinata.
her ass. Yeah, what do you want to say?
Is this the kind of fair that you expect every year?
No. This is fucked up. Something's wrong.
This is an especially cursed convention center.
The convention center
Right
ain't
now.
cursed. It's people like this that are cursed. They can't enjoy nice things. And she
I think she's had enough.
D.
Let the police deal with her now.
D.
Yes.
I think it's best that you head home. I'll meet you there afterwards.
Fine.
And
Just gonna start heading out.
just before she does, Kiri is gonna just gently put a hand on her head and just probably murmur something like affirmative and kind of sweet into her ear, and then let her go. And once D's out of earshot, if you want information, I can get you information from her.
She's gonna be giving me information. She's gonna be writing a job report.
No, I mean, and he points to the sack of crap that he slammed into the wall.
Oh, he was looking over it as you were saying goodbye to D-Rez, so.
He's like, no, I mean that one.
We'll get our info. You did a good job. I gave you shit earlier. You deserved it. And that's why I gave it to you. But it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate what you did. I expect you here bright and early tomorrow morning. You keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
Now, I think I have this situation well under hand. And, like, he's, as quite literally, like, her face is, like, under his hand, and she's, like, being pinned against the, like, the concrete brick wall, like, the exterior wall in the back of the convention center here, like, by one hand by this guy.
And Kiri would nod, and she'd go to leave, but she'd turn back and go, from one professional to another, she has a weak solar plexus. And she just walks away, basically like, yeah, you wanna focus, that's where you wanna focus. Punch her there.
I mean, hey, if we're bringing up fun facts, it only takes about 80 to 100 psi to dislocate your knees. The average professional boxer can put out 800 to 1,000.
It's not a critical hit, which is really, or a critical miss, which was what I was fishing for. He simply just takes a finger and flicks her solar plexus, and you hear a muffled, like, under the hand as he just pink.
I imagine he's just like, well, what do you know?
But yeah, Bulldog looks around, tells everyone, what are you looking at? Get back to work. Clean this fucking place up. As it's sort of business to him, and as he has the situation well in hand, as the NCPD once again arrive on the scene of the convention center, and you all have completed another night of the electronic fair. So for next Friday, we can have some nighttime downtime for whatever that might account for you all. Whether that's conversation or, you know, Outback is around, so he can give people rides, and you're like, wow, that was a day. What is tomorrow going to hold, if anything? hopefully nothing. Can we have a day of just like watching for petty theft and and that's it?
That's 100% D-Rez's thought.
We had a
Can we not have a bomb threat? Could we not have our asses kicked?
Yeah, we had a non-lethal sound-based attack. Then we had a single casualty bomb threat. Sounds like next time we're gonna have a mass murderer.
Yeah, he's gonna
that borged up our that borged up Arasaka guy is gonna go cyber psycho tomorrow.
Yeah, borged up Arasaka guy paints his faceplate with Juggalo paint and grabs a hatchet and starts running around murdering people.
There are clowns out there. You have fought them. As a I guess as the parting note here, especially because JP, you take the 210 to the convention center, from what I recall. You don't ride with Outback, right? Or do you? You arrive on your own?
That is correct. I use the public metro.
So while everyone else has gone home, JP, while you're doing the last little bit of cleanup, before you're told, all right, hey, go home. Overnight crew is going to take care of this. In the hallway, actually roll a. I guess basic tech can work. If you have cyber tech, I would take that as well.
Cyber tech, it is with a 14.
Okay. As you're kind of doing your last bit of broom pushing, you're staying after. Because maybe you want to impress the boss, or you want to make yourself useful, or hand out more cards. In the hallway, you find a little sparking kind of piece of cloth. Every once in a while, it just kind of goes bzz, bzz, bzz. And as you pick it up, things are kind of quieting down for the evening. You recognize that this is it's a mask that you can put over your face that can project like a face on it. Like it'd be like an infiltration mask. Now it's not in good repair. It's definitely not working. But in the Hovabaloo, this infiltration mask that changed the aspect of this bomber to look like Generator. You find that in the hallway as you're sweeping up. Even though the police are here, no one's really paying attention. No one's noticed it. No one's picked it up or put an evidence little like photo scale thing to it.
And now it's in my suit pocket.
All right. And you go home for the night, and there are no angry emails about what happened to the thing you picked up, because it was just, detritus in the hall. It was already filled with rubble and debris, and you're just cleaning up. So, all right. So yeah, you can add. I don't know if there's an official name for this item in Cyberpunk, but you have.
Yeah, I just put a damaged infiltration mask.
There you go. Or it'd be kind of like if any of you played.
Phantom Liberty.
Yeah, I think it was in Phantom Liberty. It was the octopus lady, I think, who had a hood you could put on that changed your face. Or was that in 3? No, that was in 4, right?
Yeah. That's in 4.
Yeah.
Not Phantom Liberty, but the. Oh, what is it?
Oh wait, not Phantom Liberty, like the like actual face replacement. This is it would be the Cyber WEAR. Like it's just it's like a balaclava or whatever that you can put over that.
Balaclava that changes.
Spy's mask from TF2.
Or like the spy's mask, or from, it was one of the Metal Gears. I think it was 4. You fight an octopus lady boss, and she's wearing a.
Makes sense, Sam. You got shift hair, you got tech skin.
Yeah.
And I think Borderlands
A lot of
Borderlands
things have had stuff like that.
So
Yeah.
you know what it generally does. Well, we could find a term for it if there are even mechanics for it in Cyberpunk Red. You have it,
Sort of.
though it is
Basically.
very broken, but maybe it could be fixed.
They even had that in.
Really, all you'd want to do is decide what price category you'd want to put it, which would determine how long it would take to go for.
God,
Yeah. Yep, you can look at
which one was it? Oh God, it was one of the Marvel movies. They have that too. It's a photostatic veil,
Yeah.
nanomask.
Well, whatever you want to call it, you have a very, very broken one of those in JP's pocket right now.
That might be pretty
It's gonna be-
difficult.
It's gonna be a fun Christmas in July present.
Yeah. Who knows? You might need it later for things or reasons. So anyway, we'll end the session here. Thank you all very much as the players for coming by. It was great to roleplay with you all again. We simply must do it again, and we will this coming Friday, when it will be Saturday, Saturday the 12th. And we'll see what is in store for you. You can guarantee you're going to need to make an appearance roll first thing in the morning, because just because there's an explosion doesn't mean you can't slack on the job for looking good. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Thank you to the audience. We'll just end for the night. No raids or anything fancy. We're winding stuff down for the evening. Everyone's got to go to bed and be eepy. So we'll see you later. And yeah, it was great to be back. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.